need a backwards throttle. Got to put my hoist up before I pull all the way up. I couldn't reach it. Oh crap. Right at the door. A little bit more. That's all you got? Well, I'm getting the block back here anyway. Okay. We could probably. What's a little bit rolling now? Okay, now here I get my cinder block done. They're a real good place to put jack stands under it. We picked it up this way with the tractor. Of course, we wouldn't turn it. I'll still try and get the jack stands under while I'm working. But... oh, tires is off the ground.
some PB Blaster or something.
That I don't know.
Hey, some around here. 'Cause I sprayed my bumper bolts with it the other day. Okay, the shock mounts are going to be bigger than 17. So let's hope they're 19, because that's the only other wrench I have right here. Yeah, they're 19. Okay. So, shock mounts. We'll try the big wrench. We got room. And we're going to start with them because that's the first thing needs to go. And then the little stuff. And the last thing will be our link bar bolts. I guess if y'all haven't figured out, I'm changing this rear end that's bad in this car. I should have started with that, right? Okay. Ah, dummy, it's not 17, it's 19. We just established that. What did I do? Put a 17 socket on there. Come on now. If I wanted you to stay, you'd fall off. Ow. There we go. Okay. Alright, so the bolt ran itself out. That's good. There's my nut, which the ones are still in the shocks mounts on the old one, so. However, I do not have any of the hardware for the link bars. Now I'm going to assume they are the same size. They are. Okay. We're not going to take those loose just yet. The e-brake cable has been cut, so on the front side, all I got to do is make it. This creeper does not like to roll off-road. Okay. This is already loose, so we just take it, poke it. Oh, don't do that. Oh, interesting. Well, since it's cut on that end, we'll just pull it out for now. Pull it right out through the housing, and there we go, that's loose. So we do have our ramps for the tires to rest on when the rear end comes loose, and we have our jack stands for the car to rest on, although it's still mostly suspended by the chains, but just a little extra safety precaution. As you can see, it moved when I leaned on it. But the jack stands are under here just as a safety. This one will back itself out. Ah, now see, that shock was holding that rear end up. That's why it dropped down. That's why the ramps are here, because that dropped down and actually caught the weight of the rear end. But the shock was the only thing holding it when it was suspended. So now we're sitting solid on these ramps until I take these bolts out. Which, the only other major thing I got right now is the brake line. And there's two ways I can do this. I actually want to keep the banjo fitting and try to put them back together, but I don't really want to do that upside down. So what I'm going to do is try and take the brake line loose off the floor guard up here, keep the rubber line with this until I can get it outside, then swap everything out. Yeah, that's going to make the way, it's going to make the most sense. So that's, did you find it?
No, ain't nothing on top of it.
Oh crap. Now let me go see if I can find some spray, because that brake line's gonna need it. Plus I need the brake line wrench. Ah! Oh! Not sure if y'all can see anything, but yeah, that's about as bad an opinion as I've ever seen.
Yep.
We gotta reach up here. Ooh. Try to get this brake light loose. But I was not able to find any spray for it. Ah, there we go.
Alright, let me have that
Alright, once we get the brake line loose, then it's just going to be the 4-link bolts, right? I can start taking the bolts loose, just not take the nuts out yet. A little dirt in my face there, but at least that's, if I use that impact gun under the blue car, you'd have a face full of rust every time. Well, let me try to come out a little bit. There's not really much pressure on them right now because the car is suspended from the chain. So basically the weight of the rear end is the only thing sitting on the tires. So once I take these bolts out, it'll just be ready to roll right down the ramps, hopefully. Oh, you're trying to get the clip out now. So you have this little brake clip that holds the brake hose.
Just backed up here was
Okay.
pressure.
Into the frame, and then you got your steel line runs into that. Y'all can't see anything over there.
It's loose.
Okay, so we have our brake line loose. And it's pretty dry because the wheel cylinder and everything is off on this side over here where we were trying to pull that axle in South
It's
Carolina.
still got fluid in it.
Well, not much.
See it.
So this step is to graduate this car to a roller officially. So right now I can't even roll it anywhere because it don't go forward. It only goes backwards. That makes it a little difficult to try to work on. Alright, that's got everything except for knocking the bolts actually completely out. And okay, there's that one's loose, pulling out. However, I don't think there's going to be any real tension on these springs, but we'll probably pick him up a little bit more. There must not be much tension because I'm pulling these bolts out. by hand. So that's 2 of them out. A little bit of pressure on that one.
Put the wrench on.
A little bit of pressure on that. Yeah, I know, but I was able to pull the other 2 out because no pressure on them. So this link bar is loose, and our upper on this side is loose. So
Alright, might have to. I can turn it.
okay, well, I want to do a little resituating before I get those out, and then of course I got to move my camera and myself out from under here before. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. Although, I think if I just scoot back some where I can get them last couple of bolts out once I got the tension off, then I can just kind of roll this down and hopefully scoot back with it. Well, I don't know how much scooting I can do because my creeper won't creep. But anyway, we'll figure it out.
My bolt's coming out.
Okay, we raised him up enough that the springs are loose. So now all we got is these 2 bolts. So his bolt's coming out. Mine is wanting to be a little stubborn.
Mine's out.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can zip mine out. Up. Okay.
Right, you raise your arm up. Wrong arm.
This one.
Yeah. Go back. There you go.
Okay.
Man.
I should have everything loose. Now I guess the best thing
Now
to
you
do
need to get out from under.
get out from under it and we'll roll it with the
Out.
tires.
I gotta get up.
Alright.
You need to go up just a little bit more with springs still kind of dragging.
Okay.
Alright, that on.
Alright, let me get my chain back out of the way.
I can get my spring completely out.
Okay. I'll see if I can get mine out then. Yeah. Now, while we're at it, we just need to put some airbags in there. Alright. There it went. Yep, that's half the battle. Now, lock, lock. Now, what I was saying is where we took this loose from the frame, that I need this piece because the other line has been cut. And this line looks to be in good shape. Honestly, it should be replaced. I mean, it's, you know, what, 45 years old? But anyway, it'll work for now. Better than the one that's cut in two. So we need our line wrench. Down over here. And go ahead and see if we can break these loose. One good thing is the near rear end is clean and not all rusted up. The blue car, I'm imagining all the brake lines and everything would be so rusty, nothing would want to come out. It'd just be snapping bolts and fasteners and stuff. That's the main reason I went back and got that other rear end, because the one in the blue one seems to function okay. That plus another thing, the blue car has a tow bar on the front bumper, so I feel like it's been flat towed a lot, so that's not good for a rear end either.
That's bad on the rear end this transmission.
Well, yeah, that's true too. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to use that transmission. But it seems to be okay. It's probably been replaced.
Yep.
I still ain't figured out if those mileage is 50,000 or 500,000. It looks like 500, but the brake pedals don't look like that.
Could be 100 feet if they don't use it, if they don't have to.
Well, that's true too.
Some of them didn't show the 100,000 miles.
Yeah. This one doesn't even have an odometer, so I really need some spray. See what I can find. Yeah. Well, it ain't dry. Leaking differential fluid. Yeah, your opinion should definitely not be doing that. Our fitting is not wanting to hold with the line wrench done slipped it to. It's time for vice grips. It was doing pretty good, and then it just got to where it didn't want to turn. Fortunately, this is the one where we just need the banjo fitting and not necessarily the line. So hopefully the other line comes off smoother. I done sprayed it.
The other line's out.
I mean the one on the other axle.
Oh. I think it's that.
Okay.
Run over it.
gears up this. Now I did pre-spray it here. It looks pretty nice and greasy, so hopefully this will come off, not be so stubborn.
Oh, it broke?
Yeah. Oftentimes, you can kind of smack your wrench and jar a brake line better than you can just try to twist it, because it'll sometimes round off if you just twist on it. And it's still trying to get tight as it goes.
It might be tight on the line.
I think that's what they're doing. Now this one I can't bump that way, but I can yank on it. Yeah, they'll turn easy at first and then they start getting tight. I wonder if I take and smack them lines a little bit out. They can do anything. Now, I'm going to have to probably pull this wheel off.
Okay. Loosen your lugs up. We had it turning the other day when I picked it up. Of course, it's been sitting on the ground over there for, it was up for about a week, I guess. So on these, you have two little holes that you can thread a bolt into. You take that and a 12mm socket, which is and then you automatic brake puller. Ideally, you got one on each side.
It was stuck or something because it popped.
Yeah, it popped loose. Oh, that one don't want to go in there like it's smaller.
I get
Claw hammer.
pry bar or something.
Yeah, there we go. I believe we just had some rust in there.
Yeah.
So I'll take and wire wheel that a little bit because our rear end itself spins freely.
Yeah.
We just had a little rust in our brake drum. So I'll clean that up a little bit and we should be in business. Alright, took our wire wheel and cleaned the rust out. So now we'll slap him back on there and see how it spins. Snack this a little bit. Make sure our wheel cylinders does move. Yeah, those is moving back and forth, so. Kind of seems like they're adjusted out a bit much. At least they ain't got the wear ring like them other ones did. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Ow, ow, ow.
Pinch your hand in there.
Good thing I was tapping and not just frailing the hell out of it, huh? Okay, dragging a little bit, but it does roll. That'll be good enough to get him up in there. I may have to pull the wheel back off and work on the brakes a little.
Well, once you roll it a little bit, it's
Yeah.
a little rust on it.
Oh! I lost that little lead foot in that. Pretty holding for now. No, that's the little one. I lost one of my big ones out of the fan. Okay. I'm determined to lose a little one now. Okay. Does it turn? Well, yeah, not real easy, but it does turn. arm because of this right now.
Ah, shit. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Hold on. All right.
Both things are done there.
Yeah. I got to get mine to catch up. Well. All right. Ah, there we go. Yeah, if I can turn my head, yeah. Almost. Whew. Didn't bring me a screwdriver and to line him up with. It's close, but it's off by a little bit. My hammer.
You might have to get the oven started a little bit.
Yeah.
A little twist. Right on the side of the creek.
Okay. Oh, I see. The horse. On the side.
Which
It's a
way?
bit high, too.
Uh-huh.
Horse is a bit high. It's like swung over to the driver's side. Car swung or is it? Yeah. Hold on, let me get the hammer. I almost got that one. All right, push them over a little bit. Here's got that. Here's got that. Okay.
Okay, got them two in.
Yeah. Now I need springs. Oh, okay, wrench that. This rubber end goes up. Then pull it out. Okay. It looks like it's already rubber. Oh, no, that's the insert of that rubber.
rubber on.
You did? It's still with the car.
I think this is the end when it's in rubber, so.
The way you hand it. Yeah, it looks right. Okay. Now, I'm gonna get up under it because we're gonna have to let him down some. Yeah. Ah. Whew.
Right in the top, everything.
Well, the link bar's in the spring here. Let me get a hold of the boat. These went in outside. Yeah.
All the way?
Almost. That's in there now.
Okay.
That helps stabilize the sub.
Yeah, it's stabilized a whole lot.
Okay. Now, buddy, just find the last bolt.
Keep grabbing that shot rope right there.
That's good, I mean, Get up to the car. Put it on.
Yeah.
Almost. Came started, but then come on, all the way. There it is.
Okay.
It's in there. Like Prego, it's in there.
Okay.
Can't remember why.
Get your line started.
Yeah, line's in there. Oh, give me the line range. Right there at the elbow.
What about your keeper thing?
It's in there.
Oh, you done got it in.
Yeah, that's what I just put in.
Okay.
Brake line's on.
Okay.
Now all it's going to be is getting the rest of the nut started, shock bolted back up. You'll have to lay him down some more for that and get the shock bolts out. before we do that, we'll have to take these jack stands out too.
Yeah.
We're almost sitting on that. Carry needs to come down about 2 inches. Whoa! May not be the OSHA approved method of doing this, but I believe that was about the easiest way to do it.
Well, we about got it done.
Yeah. Like the old thing I seen back in the early days, mechanics, and they'd take old Model T, take a chain hoist and just stand it almost up on the end.
I've seen them take the old 40s, 50 model cars, throw a couple of old tires down and roll it up on its side, work on it. Change transmission, what have you,
Didn't y'all do that once?
with the car laying on its side. He was tough enough so it didn't hurt him. You'd roll it back over. You wouldn't want to do that with the newer model stuff.
Alright, let him on down some to where he takes some weight before I tighten these up.
It's down.
Okay. Oh, I guess it helps I had the socket and thing.
And see, you need this other socket up here.
Yeah, 19. Ready to roll, literally. However, I need to clean all the stuff out, pick it back up, set the ramps down, because I can't roll it off the ramps that way.
No.
You know, it took a couple hours. Wasn't too bad, I guess. You say it right fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything's out. Pull the right side. I think I've gotten dirtier off the chain hoist than the rear end. these in a longer strap. I thought these would have been long enough to run through my cab, but they ain't gonna be. I think these are 6 foot. All right. Now let me move my parking brake forward a little bit. Put it on the other side where I can see it. Okay. Well, it now rolls.
Yep.
So next thing will be getting the transmission in it to see if this engine runs. But that's going to be it for now. Definitely it for today. Wasn't horrible, but wasn't the most fun thing I've done in a while. So anyway, that's all for now. Later.